Hello 7th graders, this is Miss White, and today we're doing the problem set 20 in class. So please make sure that you are writing everything down to get credit, and that this video needs to be watched on Edpuzzle and not on YouTube. I do realize that your paper is going to look a little bit different than mine on here, so right now you guys need to be on page 134 in your math packet. Alright, number 1. A class of 37th graders wanted to estimate the proportion of middle school students who played a musical instrument. Each 7th grader took a random sample of 25 middle school students and asked each student whether or not he or she played a musical instrument. The following are the sample proportions the 7th graders found in the 30 samples. So here are our 30 samples. This is data that was taken from 7th graders, and each of these 7th graders asked 25 middle school students if they played an instrument or not, and this is what they collected. Now it says A. The first student reported a sample proportion of 80 hundredths. What does this value mean in terms of this scenario? So as we're looking at our sample here, the sample proportion of 80 hundredths means that 20 out of 25 answered yes to the survey. And we can figure that out by saying, okay, we have 80 over 100. And we know the 100% of students we asked was 25. Again, what we need to find here is the number of students that they said they did play a musical instrument. So as I look at my denominators, how would I go from 100 to 25? Well, I can divide 100 by 25 4 times, which 100 divided by 4 is 25, and so I'm going to do the same thing above. So I have 80 divided by 4, which is going to give me 20. So again, a sample proportion of 80 hundredths mean that 20 out of 25 answered yes to the survey. Go ahead and write your answer down in the sentence below. Alright, when you're done writing this sentence down, go ahead and we're going to start B. B says construct a dot plot of 30 sample proportions. So just like the other day in class, we constructed a dot plot. We first want to find the lowest value that we have from our samples. So go ahead and let's look around to see what that may be. Alright. I see that 60 hundredths is about the lowest that I see from this dot plot, so let's work with that. And let's try to find the highest value now. Okay, and I see 84 hundredths, so that seems to be about the biggest value. Alright, so below here, we know that we're going to start at 60 hundredths, so go ahead and create this line here. And so we have 60 hundredths to 84 hundredths. And if you would like to put your title here for the portion of students who play a musical instrument, go ahead. If you need to pause this video to get this down first, you may do that. Alright, so for our 60 hundredths, I see up here, let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and I believe that's it. So go ahead and put 4 dots above 60 hundredths. Now let's move on to 64 hundredths, and I see 1. Alright, and there's 2, so we will need 2 dots for 64 hundredths. Alright, what about 68 hundredths? I see 1 here. I see 2 here. 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we got 7 back over here. So then under 68 hundredths, we have 6 dots, or 7 dots, excuse me. Alright, for 72 hundredths, I see that we have 1, 2, 3, 7. So here again we will have 7 dots. All right, for 7,600. 2, 3, 4. So we'll have 4 dots here. For 80 hundredths, we'll have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we'll have 4 dots here. And then for 84 hundredths, we'll have 1 and 2. So we'll have 2 dots for 84 hundredths. Go ahead and pause this video if you need more time to draw this out. When you're done with this, we'll go ahead and move on to 1C. All right, C. Describe the shape of the distribution. So right now, you are also going to want to be looking at your dot plot that we just created and describe the shape. Well, I know in class I kind of asked you, okay, is more of our dots on the left or the right? Do we have a mound? And in this dot plot, we do have a little bit of a mound, but ultimately our dots in this dot plot are pretty symmetrical. But it appears that at the center of our dot plot is 72 hundredths. So we will want to say that it is nearly symmetrical, and it centers at approximately 72 hundredths. All right, D. Describe the variability of the distribution. So that means we're going to talk about where are our dots at and where do we see the spread. Well, the spread of this distribution is symmetrical, so we can say that this distribution is from 60th hundredths to 84 hundredths. All right, and then E, it says using 30 class sample proportions listed on the previous page, what is your estimate for the proportions of all middle school students who played musical instruments? So now what we need to do is to find the mean. The mean is going to be all of our data that was collected, added up, over 30. So go ahead with your calculator and calculate and add up all of the numbers on the other page. So you're going to have about 30 samples to put into your calculator. Make sure if you're using a yellow calculator or a graphic calculator that you can go actually back and change numbers if you accidentally hit them wrong. You don't have to restart over from the beginning. Go ahead to pause this video and do this. All right, when I added up all my samples together, I got 21 and 4/10. And so now I'm going to have 21 and 4/10 over 30, which is going to give me 0.7 1/3, which we say is 713 thousandths. And let's go ahead and again write the mean of 30. So the mean of 30 sample proportions is approximately 713 thousandths. All right, and you are done with your problem set for today. Now I need you to go get a study guide, and I need you to attempt your study guide first. So please do not just go run and get your study guide and get started on it watching your video. Please try to attempt it by yourself first. Once you've done that, you can show the sub, and then you can get started watching the video. All right, I will see you guys next week.